Live on tape from Production Room 6. It's the Johnjay and Rich BTS podcast with Joey and Grant.
Did I just do that over the intro?
It's very unprofessional.
I forgot that those mics are on when that intro. Do you want to roll the intro again, Joey?
We're going to roll it again. Okay.
Rolling. He got
live.
God, come on.
Sky gets paid every time we play this, though, right?
That's true.
Including the previous 2 times?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's get Sky paid. Are you ready?
Quiet on the set.
All right. Quiet, everybody. We're rolling.
Live on tape from Production Room 6. It's the Johnjay and Rich BTS podcast with Joey and Grant.
We have to thank Scott Fisher every time that intro plays. Welcome to the Johnjay and Rich behind the scenes podcast at JGR BTS with Joey and Grant, and also Payton today.
What up, Payton?
Hi.
We have social media. We got a telephone number. 910-557-287171 is the telephone number. You can reach us at all kinds of fun text messages at Joey Bradfish on all the social medias. I am at Pomo and Kitch. You can search Grant. And then Payton Whitmore. Payton Whitmore. We thought we'd bring you in for the podcast so you could see how real radio's done. Right?
Well, yeah. I'm excited.
Shots fired.
I'm happy that I'm crashing your guys' party.
What
going on?
Now, Payton, this is your first week on the Johnjay and Rich show.
That it is.
How do you feel things are going? Aside from not having a desk, I think that's the one thing we really.
I've thought about that a lot. Yeah,
I would like a desk, but I have my cute little desk lap thing with me.
But that still sucks.
Okay.
It sucks going somewhere and not having your own little space, even though you have your own little space.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, we're getting that.
We'll figure it out. I'm okay.
Because all 3 of us are technically roommates. We all live together now.
That's right. There are 3 people in that room. That's
a lot of people.
Yeah.
Did you hear my throat?
I did.
That was
weird.
Good. No, it's a small room. It shouldn't be like that. But we've got this room behind us that could fit 18 people, but it's just Nick.
Now,
Nick and Kyle.
Payton, before we get into it, Joey, you may have already been aware of his work before you started here through JB Voices and stuff. Joey, can you do the thing that you do to start the show? We were talking about this. It's it's one of your greatest hits. Can you give me the line?
You just want me to play it?
Yeah, play the line.
Yeah,
I want to hear the line. This seems important to the JGR BTS podcast because a majority of your income is coming from JB Voices at this point. So
let's see.
Portions of this show have been pre-recorded.
Oh,
yeah.
God, that's good.
That was you?
That's crisp, right? Yeah.
That's really good.
That's nice.
Can we hear it again? Play it one more time.
Portions of this show have been pre-recorded.
I told Joey that what he
That's
needs to
pretty
do
good.
now, he needs to start going to bars and be like, do you want me to do it? do you guys want it? And then
That's
just go
actually
up,
a
grab a
great
microphone and be
idea.
like,
Yeah.
But you should charge people for it.
it's like your
Like
cameo.
$5 if you want me to do it.
Okay.
Start an
$5?
OnlyFans.
Okay, but think
And I
about
just
how
do
many
that.
Voice work.
people.
Yeah. Okay. All
$5
right.
is a good number.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, it's a short line. I could do it for $5.
It's a good
Exactly.
line. But yeah, I was thinking how funny would it be if that was ultimately at the end of the day, you work on the radio show 20 years and people are like, oh, it's the guy.
Oh my God! It's
Portions of this show have
love
been
that guy.
pre-recorded.
like someone sees me at a bar and they're like, "Hey, I mean, I don't want to be rude, but they're like, can you?" And I'm like,
Can you record?
Okay.
Can you do this for my voicemail?
You could be the new voicemail person.
That's right. Yeah. So I was just saying we just heard Olivia Rodrigo's driver's license going into recording this podcast, and I said every time I hear this song, I think of the same thing. I had a friend who was 17 when I was 18. Okay.
What kind of friend?
Acquaintance.
A friend.
Yeah, close enough that I'd be like, yeah, for the sake of this conversation, friend.
Okay.
a female or a male?
Female.
Okay.
And she was in high school. She got her driver's license late.
Mm-hmm.
And on her way to school one day, just like in the song, on my way to school, whatever the lyrics are, she hit a guy on a bike, killed him.
Really?
And she had court cases, the whole thing.
I was going to ask if it was a hit and run.
Really, really intense stuff. But on her way to school, she hit a guy and killed him on a bike. And that's every time I hear Olivia Rodrigo's driver's license, I think that's the next line of the song is.
Did she leave the scene of the accident?
I think she stayed.
Oh, she stayed.
That's what you should do.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Public service. If you hit somebody, you should stay in the scene, right? Seems appropriate.
I mean, if you want to get caught.
Yeah. Speaking of getting caught, That had nothing to do with anything, but I wrote down, the only other thing I wanted to write down was I watched Operation Varsity Blues this weekend. Mm-hmm. Did you watch it, Payton?
I did not.
You should watch it.
It came out. I think it came out like yesterday.
Did it?
Yeah.
We talked about it this week, didn't we? You recommended it to me, and now I'm acting like I found it.
You did that with War Dogs all week too.
Oh no! And then Johnjay gave me credit for War Dogs.
Oh yeah.
He was like, Grant told me to watch War Dogs. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Joey probably told you to watch it.
Yeah, he didn't listen to me. But no, I think it came out on Wednesday.
It is so good.
Yeah.
And it's quick. It's a 90-minute thing.
It's enough.
And Matthew Modine, guys.
Oh, here we go with Matthew Modine.
I have said Matthew Modine has been mentioned more in the Kiss FM studios in the last hour than probably ever before.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out to Matthew Modine. Matthew Modine, if you're listening, which we all know you are.
Of course he is.
Vision Quest was awesome, and so is this movie. It's a great documentary, but they talk about, it's basically a college admission scandal that this guy worked out something with athletic departments where he would make students who weren't athletes seem like potential walk-on athletes, and then through a donation get put into the school. And it's shocking. And it kind of makes me upset that I'm so in debt to Arizona State University.
Yeah, you could have made a video of yourself.
Yeah.
Photoshopped something on the water polo team.
I mean, that's basically how I did get into ASU. So
into the Cronkite school.
So I think I know people always are curious what we're watching. That's what I watched this week. What'd you watch, Joey?
I didn't watch. I really didn't watch anything this week. I know that's lame.
Really?
Yeah. No, I honestly haven't had time this week.
It was a good week to just stare at a wall when you got home. I feel like.
Yeah. Oh, 100.
Very, very crazy week for us.
Payton, let's go to you.
Yeah.
Let me think if I did watch something. I don't know. Did you watch anything this week?
Did I watch anything this week? Yeah, I watched Ginny and Georgia, and I watched the documentary on the LA riots.
Yeah.
What's that on?
It's Netflix,
The
right?
LA riots.
No. What's it on?
It's
Netflix
on the
or
LA riots, Joey. No, just no. It's
No,
Netflix.
it's-
Right?
Came in
It's,
hot.
I know.
Wow.
It's on the Rodney King beating and trials
Yeah.
thing.
But it's on. I think it's on Netflix. It's called LA 92, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
It was pretty wicked. But fun fact, so my dad grew up in South Central Los Angeles.
Tight.
Okay. Black guy. My mom's a white girl. Okay, obviously. And
What's the age difference between your parents?
3 years, I think.
Okay,
maybe.
cool.
Yeah.
So they're about the same age.
Yeah, they're like the same age. And my sister, when she was 1 year old, they were living in California in South Central. And my dad had to put my mom and my sister in the back seat with a blanket covering them and drove down the street of South Central Los Angeles, buildings on fire, LA riots, everything was nuts.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's a story for you.
So how long did they live there after that?
Well, that was like the drive to get the hell out of Los Angeles.
Like all together?
Yeah. No, it was like my dad got them there and then came
Yeah.
back and got all the stuff because they were like, we can't be here.
Wow.
Hid my mom with a blanket because, white woman, it's the cops and it's
Right.
this whole.
And that was not a great, because you saw the thing with the guy, the truck driver, where they like pulled him out and then
Yes.
beat him with a
and
brick,
beat
basically.
The crap
Yeah.
out of the dude.
That was just, that was just because he happened to be just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like he didn't do anything crazy. They just were like, hey, guy driving the truck, we're going to beat you down. And it's helicopter footage
Yep.
of this beat down. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, also too, with what everyone saw on TV with the Rodney King beating, you kind of understand like, yeah, there should have been some outrage because what everybody saw on TV was like fucked up.
No, seriously. That was the start of like social media and like being able to record shit and put it out there.
That's when I started Twitter, was during the
92
92 LA riots.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I have a related story. No one in my family was in Compton, LA, any of that area. But I had a couple friends who we used to party with who were like pretty involved in the community during the LA riots. And I remember one time I didn't realize any of this stuff had happened, and he wore a lot of blue,
Okay.
which is great. Good team.
It's a good color.
Team spirit
Yeah.
looked good on him.
Yeah.
I'm more of a red guy.
Yeah. See, I came in one day. I came in with a couple hand signals and a red, just being silly.
Yeah, you're wearing that red sweater.
Red sweater, red bandana, and the guy was like, hey, I realize you don't know all this, so I'm going to smarten you up. But he was like a really, I think he left California to escape doing some time.
Okay.
Because of all the things that happened in 92, and
Makes
he moved
sense.
to Indiana. And yeah, I didn't know any of that, but I walked into a room and basically could have basically.
But wait.
That's a life lesson
yeah,
for you.
I was set tripping and I had no business doing it.
Hilarious.
So did he continue his career in Indiana? Because he was still upset about the colors.
Right.
I figured
No, I'm pretty sure
he had the issue.
he
and
was-
he's like, you know what? I'm going to leave this life. I'm going to move to Indiana. But no, he continued.
Yeah, he's still in the club. No, and what's cool
I mean,
is
good for him.
He's like the sweetest guy, but apparently back in the day he used to just be like an enforcer type.
Okay.
Yeah, which I'm like I don't. But he gave me the nickname Scoops. Fun fact: he called me.
Because of the Fritos?
Yeah, no, he was like, "You always know what's going on."
Oh,
And I was like, and I took it more
clever.
like Tostitos Scoops.
Yeah.
I was like, that's cool. But yeah,
I mean, you're that guy in the building because you talk to everyone.
Right.
All the time.
gotta have friends, gotta have a network. I think I'm gonna join a gang. Does that sound good?
I think a cult is more your speed.
I should start a cult. I think that sounds cool.
Why not?
What would my pillar of? Does it have to something with cats?
Yeah, something with cats and
Cats
pot.
and pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cats and pie. I think
I mean, that's
that's
probably
great.
I mean, if you want to join my club,
Peyton's in.
yeah,
She's-
Peyton's in.
Yes, sign me up.
910-557-2871. Let us know if Joey and I and Peyton, new Peyton, if we're going to if we should start a cult, what it should be.
Well, if it's a cat cult, I don't know if I can join.
Yeah, I know, because you're kind of on
I'm
the
not
other side.
anti-cat, but I can't be surrounded with all cats.
Okay,
stuff.
here's the thing: we're not starting a gang or a cult or any of that stuff. But if we were, what would our team colors be? That's what we need to because that's
not blue or red.
the most important
No
part
piss.
about being in a club is like the uniform or like the jackets or something. So we would need. I was thinking like I showed you bomber jackets the other day.
Yeah.
Like what colors would we get? Because I was thinking we get like a purple, almost like not like a Lakers vibe, but a Lakers vibe.
like a royal purple.
Yeah, with like with like a gold, something real
Ooh.
gaudy and like gross.
That
tacky.
would be fresh.
Tacky. I want.
So like you're thinking, what'd you say?
What?
A bomber jacket?
Starting
A bomber-
bomber. Yeah, I'm a that's what I do on the weekend.
A bomber jacket or like a varsity jacket.
Yeah.
Tight.
Something or like members only. This style. Like something.
Oh, I see. You were just moving.
Hey, what if
you were
we-
moving to your jacket?
Hey,
that
what
you're
if
wearing?
we
I
all
know
got
what you're
black
doing.
members only jackets?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have a bomber jacket. I think like black and purple.
Black and purple. Like
Aren't those your school colors?
Well, I went to 3 colleges in 4
Well,
years.
the one with your
But
resume.
yes, Weber State College, Weber State University.
Yeah, it was a good resume.
Was it? I heard it was a good resume.
Who told you that? Because
No.
there were certain people that were like, this one pops. This
Really?
resume, yeah, because it was in purple.
I saw it and I said,
Yeah,
So the purple
Pass
is what
on this
drew the
one.
attention.
100%.
"You did purple. You did
Yeah.
purple font."
Not my big face in the middle of it.
Well, that helped.
Wait, what happened?
But
What-
I'm just saying, like, it stood out from everybody else's.
No,
so that's a lesson.
I heard it was a good resume because I sent it to my mom before I did it, and she was like, "This is actually kind of a good resume." I was like,
Yeah.
"Thanks, I really put some work into it.
It
I
says
did it all by myself."
And look at you now. You're on the JGRBTS.
Hey.
it says here, Peyton, you have extensive. You actually cured 4 diseases in your college term here.
That I did.
Oh, that's
One each
interesting.
year.
That's very cool. That's very accomplished. This
Thank
is very
you.
impressive.
That didn't
resume.
help me at all in the hiring process. It's only the purple.
What would be the least braggable thing on a resume you could put on? Like, I understand Sudoku. Like that's bad. Because when you're an actor, when you're doing acting or real stuff, you put special skills at the bottom. So people will be like languages
Like
or
your random flex.
Yeah. Do you speak another language?
No.
I love that we're a monolingual.
Thought about that.
we have one language. Then
Yeah.
I tried learning other
No.
languages. Did you have to take language in college or anything?
Well, not in college. I had to take Spanish in high school.
Tough.
Yeah, but I cheated.
Same.
a lot.
Here's
Spanish. It was really hard.
Should have put that on the resume.
Yeah. JJR BTS exclusive. If you want to cheat through Spanish or a language, here's my, in college, collegiate level, here's my advice. Buy the workbook. When you buy your books, also buy the teacher edition answer key.
Ooh.
I literally just was like, opened up 2 pages and then just filled in the answer key, and they'd be like 100% on all my assignments.
So you could just get that?
Yeah. It was $17.
Well, why? Like, how does that happen?
I don't know. I have no idea, but because I knew I was trying to figure out the whole time, how am I going to make it through this language? Because I can't. I'm bad. And then what I did.
So you were Matthew Modine before Matthew
essentially,
Modine.
yeah. I Modine that shit. But we did what I did for the because you have to speak at the end of the semester. You have to do like oral exam. Mm-hmm. I just said, hey, I am recklessly in debt for this.
Nice.
I just need to get through this class. And the guy, first semester, I had to give this speech to him. He was like, don't worry about it. I started reading it, and he was like, we're good. And then I took 3 more semesters from that guy, and he was, the oral exams every time, he was like, you're good, man.
Wow.
He'd be like, how's your semester? I was like, great. And he'd be like, all right.
I have this really cringe-worthy YouTube video.
Okay.
That is up
from
it's
my you?
It's me and like I think it's 3 other girls or 3 other girls in this skit that we had to do for Spanish class.
The worst.
It is so cringe. I was a freshman in high school. It's the worst skit you could probably ever see in your life.
That's fun. Hey, you know what?
And it's on YouTube.
910-557-2871. Shoot us if you had a school project that had to get uploaded to YouTube that just sucks, or that you're deeply embarrassed by, send us a link.
Or just a video.
Yeah, or if you have audio only, whatever you have.
I'm naked on YouTube.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I think I'm scared of that.
What?
You being naked on YouTube.
I am too. You should be.
I put it up there.
It was a radio bit. I can't find this video.
Oh my God! It was the blind people.
No, it was like when I was 19. I can't find this video. A lot of basketball videos of you, Payton.
We did
a lot of basketball videos of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be good. You guys can look up Payton Whitmore, Blue Star, Arizona, and you can see my highlights. I used to be good. I'm washed up now.
I'm gonna go home and watch this 9-minute video of all of your highlights.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's just
that's it. I used to be good.
What's the song? Tag team. Whoop! There it is.
I think I could beat you though.
I don't know. We could have a one-on-one. We should have like a one-on-one tournament and just.
I'm not trying to get hurt, guys. I know I'm just gonna go too hard and hurt my ass. Like I know that will happen. I'll fall. I'll tear something.
Yeah.
Well, I hope not.
Yeah, that's
but
why.
That would be a good story. No.
Not with my health insurance. I don't know if it'd be worth it.
Hey, I went and played basketball and I tore my ACL. Nice.
Is there any more to that story? Nope.
That's
it. And that was the day I quit basketball.
And radio.
So, what else is going on? Anything exciting happening with you guys?
No, it's Peyton's going to Vegas this weekend. She's probably going to hang out with my mom.
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna find Patty.
Yeah.
Who else is in Vegas this weekend?
Everybody.
Suzette?
No, Suzette. She's pregnant. She's not going.
And she's not going to Cancun. That's what it was.
Yeah. Well, no, Cabo. Well, I think she was going to Miami, wasn't she?
No, it was a Cabo and a Cancun. I think Cancun was for the girls, Cabo's was for the boys.
Okay, yeah.
Suzette's in Tokyo this weekend. She'll be back Monday though. No big deal. Super jet lagged. We talked about. Joey and I have talked about it a bunch. Harry Styles and what's his girlfriend's name now? Olivia. Is it Olivia Munn?
Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde. I never know. I don't know the difference between my Olivias.
I did see that, and she's older than him, isn't she?
Yeah.
But here's the thing: she broke our boy's heart. Mm-hmm. Jason Sudeikis.
Ooh.
And I mean, granted.
Tough.
Okay, here's what we're saying. Peyton, you as a 22-year-old. I'm 22, right?
22 is correct.
Are you 22?
I am.
I wasn't sure if you were older, so I was going younger.
I'm
but
22.
Awesome. Congratulations. That's great.
Hit it on the head.
So you as a 22-year-old female who you're in a relationship now, but if you were given two choices, only two choices. Harry Styles, Jason Sudeikis. Talk us through who you'd pick. And it's fine if you need visual aids.
I do need visual aids.
Yeah, I mean, we all know what Harry Styles look like.
Okay, Jason
Sudeikis.
This isn't starting well for you.
Yeah, this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. You're not, I think I know where you're going.
How do you spell his name?
Sudek.
I think it'll come.
Okay, I think it's right here.
See, you're just hurting our boy even more. Yeah.
Yes. Saturday. Okay, here. I'll make the pitch. Do you know a bunch about Harry Styles, Joey? Do you know enough?
I think I know enough.
I'll pitch Jason Sudeikis. You pitch Harry Styles.
Oh God.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You have all three of them in front of you.
Okay.
So here, I'll go with Jason Sudeikis first.
Sure.
He is a Saturday Night Live alum.
Oh.
So he's funny guy. He's got kind of a, I wouldn't say hot dad vibe, but he's got like a dad bod dad vibe. Where
he is a hot dad vibe.
Hot dad vibe. Great.
Hot dad vibe.
So you're on board with hot dad vibe.
Can I help?
I am on board.
Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah, because I might have to help Harry Styles too.
He's very charming.
Very charming.
Very charming.
And he's quick.
Yeah.
Sharp. So if you're with him, you're always laughing. You're always having a great time.
Yeah.
Unless we find out something years from now, like intensely the opposite direction, like the Marilyn Manson story or the Army Hammer story.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he's like that. But from all accounts,
Nah, he's a sweet. Oh,
he can sing.
He's a Midwest guy.
Midwest guy. Yeah.
Country.
Kansas City.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
He's
That's
got
fancy.
a lot of famous friends. A lot of famous friends. So does Harry Styles. Okay, so now maybe, and he's got a thick mustache.
He has nice hair.
Good hair. Okay.
Good
Harry
hair.
Styles, Joey Bradfish.
Harry Styles looks like Harry Styles.
He does.
That's it. I mean, versus
I'll
Jason
also-
Sudeikis,
So we know who you're picking.
And here's the thing. Of
course
you know
I
what?
am.
You having just said that, I could make my whole argument. I could argue for 2 hours about Jason Sudeikis. Or I could send you Harry Styles playing Sledgehammer on Howard Stern.
exactly.
And like, not only is that a great song and he's talented,
yeah.
but he's like wearing women's clothing and he's hot guy,
Harry Styles.
hot, right?
I know he's wearing pearls
Yeah.
in this picture.
Good for him.
Wait, what picture is that?
I don't know how I feel about it.
Is that the one that's on my wall? No.
Now in that picture right there, I would
Oh man.
take Sudeikis.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I would too.
But hear me out. I was a One Direction fan.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
Okay, One Direction was my age group.
Wait, what movie was he? Was he in Horrible Bosses? I was going to say, did you see Horrible Bosses?
Oh
Oh, I
God.
haven't seen
yeah.
Horrible Bosses. But when I'm sitting here looking at this picture, Jason Sudeikis,
Yep. Nailed it.
he looks like my cousin. So I don't know how I feel about that. And in this picture, or he looks like he could be my cousin, is what I should say.
Right.
And this picture of Harry Styles isn't the best picture of Harry Styles.
Right.
But One Direction Harry Styles is hot.
Okay. I guess it's the type of man you'd want. Because I feel like Harry Styles, when you touch his hands, real soft.
Definitely.
Jason Sudeikis, maybe got some calluses. Maybe he's out in the yard. Maybe he had to tighten up the hose a little bit. And he's
Grant,
got,
let me ask you.
yes.
I made my decision.
Harry Styles or Joey Bradfish?
In that picture?
In that picture.
JB.
Okay.
Dude, if you put Harry Styles' hair on JB's body in that picture, game over, dude. No more.
You guys are hilarious.
Are you doing anything fun today, Payton? What are you going to have for lunch?
Well, I want to tell you guys that I made my decision.
Oh,
about-
yeah, that's right.
about who-
That's how we do this podcast. Sorry.
You asked me a question and now I am answering it. I'm picking Harry Styles. Jason is very handsome, but Harry Styles looks like he would just cry with me.
Here's the other side.
Why are you crying?
Well, be like watch a sad movie. I feel like Harry Styles will shed a tear.
You want him
and
to
give
cry.
me a hug.
You want
I
him
like
to cry
the
with you.
sensitive
Okay,
boys.
I just solved it.
Okay.
We already know what Jason Sudeikis. Let me talk here. We all know what Jason Sudeikis looks like now, old, right? We don't know what Harry Styles is going to look like in 10 years, 15 years. We know we bought stock in Jason Sudeikis 20 years ago, and he's still hot.
Yeah. I don't think Harry Styles is going to have a hard time in the future.
I don't know, man.
I mean, he's dating Olivia Wilde.
I guess, yeah, he's grown into his body, so he's a full adult. He's an adult
He's
man.
a man.
Yeah, I guess he's not going to do much. But, you see like you have a friend in college maybe you went to when they were in their 20s, and then you see them now, and they're bald, and they got a pot belly.
That's wild.
Jean shorts and New Balance shoes.
It's like people at our age, it's wild to see them, how old some people get.
Well, we were talking, it's funny too, because I don't think about age. Like I would have never really thought you were 22. I'd have been like, you're an adult. That's how I look at adults.
I appreciate
like
that.
there's like adults, there's younger adults, and there's older adults, right? That's how I see people. I don't remember where I was going with this, so I'm moving onward.
Let's move on to what Peyton's having for lunch.
Yes. What are you having for lunch?
Geez, I don't know. I haven't even thought that far. I have to go home and pack and get ready for my epic weekend.
Are you flying or driving?
I'm driving.
By yourself?
No, I'm picking up my friend. She gets off work at 4, and then we're just heading straight out from there.
Man.
What's your home address?
Sounds exhausting.
I don't think I'm ready to tell everybody that.
Everybody tells their home address in this podcast. it's kind of a rite of passage. Yeah,
True.
So Joe, you just asked, what were you're? Is that a fun road trip? Are you good on road trips?
No, I'm
that
okay.
Sucks.
I'm okay with road trips. I don't mind them.
It's a boring drive, though.
It's like straight line, right?
But it's not going to be a boring drive with me and my friend. We have the best time ever.
So what do you like? What do you guys do? You like listen to podcasts, sing songs?
Well, in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, we listen to podcasts and sing songs and talk about whatever it is going on in our lives at the time.
Hot gossip.
Take a couple shots halfway through.
Yeah, maybe not.
Don't drink and drive.
No, that's not okay. I'm a criminal justice major.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
about the law.
Yeah, man.
Not from the conversations
I'm
we've
kidding.
had this
That's
morning.
why I'm in radio now.
Riding dirty.
Yeah, you can do whatever you
We
want.
need a
here.
cool nickname for Peyton. Like I call you JB. You didn't like
You're
it at
the
first.
only one that
Well,
calls me.
I
I
JB.
feel like other people have started to come
P Wit's
around.
on the back of my car. P Wit was what I was called in high school.
See, but
And that's kind of clever.
I like to give nicknames that nobody wants. Like I called Delaney D-Bone.
That's awful.
Yeah, it's not great. Or A-Bomb because I liked Ahern. That's so yeah. And I have nicknames for everybody else.
You could probably figure it out. I got a good play on words with the pay and the wit. You could probably figure it out.
It's going to be something that has...
And the more.
You're going to be like, how did you get that nickname?
Payway.
Payway.
That's terrible.
That's kind of great.
But it's
that's kind of
delicious.
in our realm. That's like a high regard
I hate that.
because Payway is that's the mecca. That's just below PF Chang's.
Yeah, Payway is like Panda's
Adult
I like payway.
successful brother.
Yeah, exactly. It is PF Chang's little brother.
Yeah,
though.
if you were
Definitely.
doing, I haven't watched it, but if you were doing like a Succession thing, Payway would be like the successful brother. Panda would be like Greg the Egg,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I think so.
Having never seen the show,
Wow,
related to you.
I am so happy you remembered Greg the Egg. That means you're going to watch Succession at some point.
Hey, did we talk about Jason Sudeikis yet? No, I'm just kidding. What
He was in Horrible Bosses too, right?
was he in Horrible? I think he was, right? Jason Bateman.
Seriously? Yeah,
He was,
Yeah,
right?
He's one of the main guys.
I hate it when I get my white guys confused.
Well, there are a lot of white guys in that movie.
I mean, for real.
That's what I was going to say. There's a lot of white guys.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like there's like, who are the actors that you get? There's the Bill Paxton, Bill Pullman thing that everybody talks about.
Mhm.
Are there any other actors that you constantly confuse with other actors?
No, because I don't know their names.
That's-
I'm
I
sure
guess
there are
that's right.
faces, but I don't.
Do you know actors and celebrity like names? Are you good with that stuff, or do you not care?
Yeah, if I see him, I could probably figure it out.
But I mean, if you're watching a movie and I say, "Oh, that's," I mean, bad example, Kevin Spacey.
Paul Dano.
Yeah, Paul Dano. Like,
Yeah.
would you know who Paul Dano is?
No.
Okay. But if you saw him, you'd be like, "Oh, that's
Yeah.
I know that guy."
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up Paul Dano.
Like, I've seen him in a couple movies before. He's from this movie. You know what I mean?
Paul Dano, what all was he in? He was only in one movie I can think of right now that you probably would love, but I haven't seen.
What is it?
Prisoners?
Prisoners. I have not seen it. Yeah, I've totally seen that dude.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see?
What have you seen him in?
I don't know.
Because he's in like a lot of obscure movies.
He-
They're all great too.
Doesn't he?
Are they?
He's a writer too.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But I've totally seen him.
Cool.
Like there's this one guy that's in a ton of movies, and he always.
Oh, I love this game. Let's play this.
And he always is like the mysterious dude, and I can never figure out who he is.
Is it Matthew Modine?
No, I don't think that's him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He has brown hair.
All right. Brown hair.
White guy.
White, brown hair.
Nails it down.
I think he has brown eyes.
Brown eyes.
He's like kind of in the scary. Did I say brown eyes already?
You said brown hair, brown eyes, white guy. It's like the Kid Rock song.
No, I have no idea. Ben Affleck.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Isn't that his name?
But I mean, what I'm saying is you would be like, I don't know who that. You'd see Ben Affleck. You'd be watching Geely or Batman, and you'd be like,
Wait,
I recognize that guy, but I don't know who he is.
Wait. How did you start that? How did you start this conversation?
She's like, there's a guy who's in all these movies that I always see and recognize, but don't know
Who he is.
Don't know
Ben
who he is.
Affleck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who is arguably one of the bigger actors, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Director, actor.
writer.
Well, it just came to my head.
Yeah, it's good.
I had to think about it.
No, but I mean, but the fact that you don't know who Ben Affleck,
He has
that
brown
means,
hair and brown eyes, and he's a white guy.
but
right?
that means like we thinking that Ben Affleck is a common reference might not be.
I mean,
Yeah.
he currently is Batman. Like,
Is he?
yeah.
He's not my Batman.
Justice League? No, he's not
No,
my Batman either.
yeah.
I haven't watched Justice League.
Okay, Peyton, who's your Batman? Who do you think when you think of Batman? When I say Batman, who's the actor or person that pops into your head?
The person from The Dark Knight.
Christian Bale.
Adam West.
Yeah, Adam West. Christian Bale, the good-looking.
Yeah, that's Batman.
Where
is Batman?
Where is she? Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think Joey and I are on the same page here.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you ever see the Batman with Jack Nicholson?
No, but I have seen The Shining.
Okay.
Great. Very
Totally
happy.
different topic.
No.
It's a great movie.
Very happy to hear that. That's good. That means good worldly taste here. If you were to say I've only seen Paw Patrol and the Bratz movie, I'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah, I love a good movie.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie. You know this one, Joey?
Should I?
You didn't read my bio.
You had a bio?
Yeah, I was on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. I do know it.
I don't follow the show.
Do you want me to answer?
No, I can answer it.
Well,
but it's.
Wait, describe it before you say the name.
Okay.
And I'll
You
see if I
like
can
the
guess
old
it.
version and the new version.
I do like
There's
the old
two
version and the new
versions.
and I'm so happy we're talking about this
And
because
I have
there-
never seen it.
Don't tell me the name though.
Okay, I won't. And
It's got
there
a sequel.
is a reason why
It's not a sequel. It's a
I
remake.
like.
Oh, remake.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
remake.
Last House on the Left.
But I like the second one better than I like the first one
Okay.
because it has one of my absolute favorite actors of all time. Okay.
Okay.
I want to guess that too.
Ooh, actor. Okay.
You don't know. Well, you've never seen the movie? You've never even seen the remake?
I'm assuming we could.
But I
Oh my
know.
goodness,
Here's the thing.
okay.
I know who's in it.
If we're guessing,
Yeah.
favorite, we can eliminate Ben Affleck, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Paul Dano.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
she has no idea. So that's two eliminated.
Okay.
Okay, so-
keep going.
Who am I talking about? The movie or the actor?
I want to hear about the movie, then we'll figure out the actor. Because
Okay.
Joey already knows the movie, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a movie based on a book, and it's in the Roaring 20s. It's about
okay. Yeah, I got it. Great Gatsby.
The Great Gatsby.
Did you enjoy the book?
I love the book.
Now, you said you liked the original movie better.
I like the second one better than I like the original. The original is a great movie.
Yeah, but it's not as fun.
It's just not as
Polished either. Yeah.
exactly.
And plus, who did the soundtrack for The Great Gatsby? It was like a collab album, right?
I don't know, but Lana Del Rey's on it.
But Jay-Z did a bunch of stuff, I thought, for it, or did some music direction for it.
I have no idea.
I know the director, Boz Lerman.
Lerman.
Mm-hmm.
Did he do Mad Max?
I think he did Moulin Rouge and Great Gatsby, and he's doing a movie about Elvis right now.
Nice.
Which, if you like Great Gatsby in that style, probably like this movie too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know it's The Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
Now, your favorite actor. Now, is your favorite actor the lead actor?
It is.
Oh,
Okay.
darn
Yeah,
it.
that's everybody's
Yeah.
favorite actor.
Yeah, I was
I
going to say.
love me some Leonardo DiCaprio, and Titanic is coming in the close second with favorite movies. But I love The Great Gatsby because it's so like beautifully put together.
Yeah,
The way that
yeah.
the way that the movie was filmed was insane. Like when it's all happy and up and partying, the colors are bright, lights are flashing, and then when it's like sad, it's like toned down, and it's just perfectly put together. It's the perfect movie.
I saw that. I watched that movie in Vegas the last time I went, and I was in like just hanging out on edibles in my hotel room, and I remember thinking like it felt like Big Fish, but The Great Gatsby, like the way it's photographed. And the style of it. It's interesting.
You should watch it, Joey. It's really a great movie.
Speaking of,
I like him. Joel Edgerton is in that movie too. Love him.
I don't know.
He's the guy in The Gift. He's the creepy guy in The Gift.
He's good. He's got such like a creepy generic guy.
I mean, he's not creepy in that movie. Andy Warrior. Have you seen Warrior?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Dude,
I hear it's great.
It's so good.
You actually mentioned Titanic. I want to share something with the JJR BTS audience. I know you heard about it, but I did deep research into this. Because Leonardo DiCaprio was in Titanic. Did you guys know that the Titanic was not even like the 8th biggest ship disaster? It was like one of the big, maritime disasters where a lot of people died, right? But did you know that
I know because you told me.
There was a
Of course he did.
There was a German ship called the Wilhelm Gustloff, and it was when Hitler was still in. It was World War II time. It was that period. But essentially, this was supposed to be the German government was going to say, "Hey, we want to support tourism." So we made this ocean liner. We made all these ocean liners. We were promoting going out and spending money, doing stuff, having fun. They wanted their citizens to have fun while the war was going on, which is interesting. Anyway, so Germany had beef with everybody, but they were really in deep with the Soviet Union. There was a thing with refugees. They put 9,000 refugees on this ship, this one ship, and they all knew. Everyone getting on the ship said it was all refugees, injured people from war, all this stuff.
Okay.
And they knew they had to go through this area of water, and it was like highly contested. And they went through, and they had people in front of them, people behind them, like war boats. Both had to turn around, and when they turned around, a Soviet Union submarine torpedoed. 9,000 people died.
Wow.
9,000 people died.
That's
Can you believe that? And you never heard of it?
Because it was Nazis?
I guess, yeah.
Or it had to do with the Nazis?
Yeah, it had to do with the Nazis. I'm not supporting the Nazi party by any means here, but I'm just saying it's history, and it's fascinating that many people.
Yeah.
So that took the 8, the Titanic was an 1/8 of that.
Right.
I mean, that's crazy.
Because you said it was only like 1,200 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm trying to wrap my head around what that would be like to just, they said walking through the ship was like a sardine can.
Oh, nice.
Because of how it was overpacked by like 4 times the capacity.
Well, I think specifically with that one, they were shot by a Soviet ship. Yes, 9,000 people, huge, but
right.
Like with the Titanic, it was a luxury ship, and it was deemed the unsinkable ship.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think, and I think the story with them trying to get to New York on time.
I guess you're right.
And then
it was
that's
a race
why
to
they
captain,
hit the iceberg.
Instead of just you were shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's not as good a story.
No,
it kind of isn't though. It's not as. I mean, it's not as.
As far as the casualties, yeah, of course, but I think history is not on their side.
Oh, 100%. But I just think it's funny when you realize how ignorant or stupid you are to things that have happened in the past like that, right?
Yeah.
Like the fact that dead bodies have been my life for my entire life, and I didn't know there was a ship crash that had 9,000 people on it, that's pretty impressive, right?
Yeah.
Like my world opened up.
Well, I mean, do you know the casualties of the Civil War and World War II and all that as well?
Do you want them in order?
Yeah.
Every battle.
History test.
No,
Start with the earliest war.
Isn't that? But I mean, just to think, you thought you were going to get on a ship it's like an airplane crash. You thought you were going somewhere, and then midway through,
yeah, I think a ship crash would bother me. An airplane crash, that wouldn't bother me at all.
See, I wonder how long you're aware that the plane is crashing while it's crashing. You see what I'm saying? If it's like a slow descent and you're just like, keep going down slowly. But if it just drops and a second later you're dead, I'm fine with that.
Totally.
That seems like a pretty chill way to go.
Yeah.
Ah! Whoosh! How do you feel about plane crashes? You're not flying today. I was going to say this is a great conversation to have. Have you been on a plane crash? Have you survived a plane crash?
No, I have not survived a plane crash.
I'm glad you have.
Wow, the only person in the room.
Yeah. Joey and I took a private flight one time with Johnjay and Rich.
Oh, that's fun.
Remember how scary that was?
Yeah, it actually was. I'm not afraid of flying, but Chanel was on that flight.
Was
yeah,
not
my
good
wife
with it.
Chanel's afraid of flying, and our former producer was afraid of flying, and he was like bright white, like.
It was a 7-person jet, and here's the trip. Imagine like you know how land makes a difference in terms of air pressure up above you. So like if you're flying over mountains, it was Phoenix to Flagstaff.
Ooh.
So they didn't even take it up to like cruising altitude. They just were like, yeah, we're going just above the mountains. And every time it was just like rough rock.
We hit our head at one point.
Yeah,
like,
Johnjay came out of his seat.
But that's only like a 30-minute flight on a private jet.
But it was, I want to say it, that was probably one of the most harrowing experiences. Because I mean, there was a moment where we all looked at each other. We hit like some turbulence and we all kind of took inventory around the room and everybody was giving the same face, including Johnjay.
Yeah.
But what's funny is I called Johnjay and talked to him about that on I can't remember, it was for something. And I was like, do you remember that? And he was like, oh my God, I remember that. I was like, were you scared? And
Wait a minute. You're sitting near your house Sunday afternoon, and you just called Johnjay to talk about that flight.
Yeah.
How long after the flight?
Oh, no, like years. Like I called him 2 weeks ago and talked about the flight. It was for another podcast or for a terrible person. That's what it was. And I called him and Caitlin was there. And I said, do you remember that flight, dude? And I said, this is what I was thinking. This is how I was feeling. And he said, no, it's fine. Huh. I remember.
We did a podcast on that flight. Remember?
Do you remember what it was like holding equipment?
Remember?
Yeah, holding equipment. Like we're flying through the air. I had a camera in my hand, and I was just like, I'm not going to shoot this because I wanted, if anything happened, to be captured on film. But I also knew that as soon as I started recording, we were going to crash.
Yeah, hey, that's a nice callback for anybody that wants to listen to that whole experience. Because we, from the car to the plane, once we got in flag, and then back, we recorded a podcast.
And then we had celebratory Chipotle. I remember that. We got off the plane and we were like, we need to eat.
What's up with everybody in Chipotle?
I don't know. Do you like Chipotle?
I do like Chipotle.
I had it last night.
I don't think we got Chipotle. I think it was...
it was a Mexican place, I thought. Mad Greens, one of those places?
No, it wasn't Mad Greens. It was the other one. I think it was a Qdoba.
Oh. Same concept.
Yeah.
Whoa, guys. Are you saying...
It wasn't Costa Vida.
Are you saying... No, not Costa Vida. It was. I think it was Chipotle. I still have my receipt. I'll go check when I get home. So, wait. So you're going home, Payton, and you're gonna change. You're gonna hop in the car. What do you wear in the car? Do you get dressed to the nines for the ride?
No, I don't. I'll probably wear a hoodie and some sweats and some slides.
And then you're going out. You're going out tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
You're going partying. What are you wearing? What do you go out and wear? What do you go out and wear? What do you wear when you go out? That's how people ask that question.
What I wear when I go out, well, it depends where I go, but it's pretty much the same.
Okay.
I wear either leggings.
Okay.
Or sweatpants.
Tight.
And 9 times out of 10, I'm in a hoodie.
That's
10
cool.
times out of 10, I'm in a hoodie.
Even when going out to the club.
Yeah. Like in our
I guess you're taken. You don't really need to be putting it out there. Like, check this out.
Yes, but also that's just not me
That's cool.
as a person. Like I'm a very chill, relaxed style, you know?
Good for you.
But even like we were talking in the group chat today, one of my friends was like, oh, like what are you guys going to wear? And I was like, I thought we were all on the same page of we're wearing tennis shoes and
jeans, whatever's comfortable, man.
I'm not packing jeans, but I'm packing sweats and hoodies, and I'll probably like wear my Gucci slides or something.
Dude, what an awesome way to go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Like you're not even bringing a dress shirt.
Are you gonna gamble or anything at all?
Yes, that's my plan.
Because you're gonna find your dad. Tell that story.
Yeah. So I'm going to my plan or my story.
Yeah.
So my dad's in Vegas for March Madness. And I set up with his friend who's also with him. It's like him and 2 other guys who are going to like do the gambling or do the betting on the games or whatever. So I was thinking that I want to randomly just like pop up on him during like all day during Saturday. So like Saturday morning at 9 a.m., I'm going to text his friend and be like, hey, where are you guys at?
That's good.
And then I'm just going to show up and he's going to be like, hi. Oh my gosh. And it's going to happen. I'm going to do it like 8 times throughout the day. And he's going to be like, how the heck do you keep finding me?
That's
and I'm going to
awesome.
record it.
That's really cool.
So
your dad would probably really appreciate that too.
I was telling my mom, she's like, your dad is he's going to be so mad. I said, I can't wait.
Oh, really? I would think
No.
he'd be like, oh, that's cool.
No,
like, you're
he
both in
is.
Vegas, made the trip.
My dad's cool. Like, he's the coolest guy ever. But he's going to be like, how do you are you following me? Like, that's how my dad is going to try to come to me. And I'm really just texting his friend that's with him to tell me where they're at.
Here's what you do. You know how they pass out all those escort cards? Get one of those.
Okay.
And then just get the number and be like, hey, I want you to go up and pretend like you know this guy. Just walk up and be like, what's your dad's name? Like, I know it's Showtime. But this, like, what, like, if somebody were to know him from way back, would they be like, hey,
Showtime.
Alan, hey, Steven.
They would say,
We're gonna
hey,
go with Alan.
Hey,
Yeah,
Showtime.
hey, I'd like, and just go like, and give her enough information that it just weirds them out, and be like, oh, anyway, it was good to see you, and just have her walk away, and then be like, and then you walk up, and you're like, who was that?
I'm telling mom.
I'm telling mom. You're calling the phone.
I'm calling her right now, mom.
That's actually a really funny idea.
Right.
That is brilliant, is what that is.
Or
and
you
I'm
could
gonna
get
do
like,
it.
or you can, I mean,
Get a bunch of cards, and then find when they're walking down the strip, and then that's when you bombard him and try to hand him the cards, and he's not gonna,
he's not gonna be like,
he's not gonna be like, oh, that's my daughter, that's some girl that's trying to give me the hooker
yeah,
trading
get
cards.
that's so funny.
And the thing is that I have this plan.
It's my new job,
I'm
man.
Hey, Dad.
Johnjay and Rich.
No, but I have this plan in Vegas that I'm incognito because I have to hide from someone
Else who is also there.
who is also there.
Mm-hmm.
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears.
It's amazing.
It's Britney, bitch.
I'm surprised that you guys have that much beef. Wait, so you're hiding. I'm not gonna say anything to out you, but what would happen if you ran into the person that you are avoiding? Would that be super awkward, or would you be like,
Well, I've already thought about that, Grant.
yeah,
And I've decided that I am only responding to the name Waco
nice,
on this
all
trip.
weekend?
Because Waco
Okay,
is my alter ego.
Waco. How do you
Waco.
spell that?
WACO. Waco, like taco.
I was going WOKO.
Nope.
Waco.
Let's
Like the more-
W-A-K.
let's
W-A-C-O.
let's unpack this, because
Okay.
in that spelling for us means something completely different. Waco,
Oh yeah.
Texas. And,
Yeah, actually, it
the
brings
Branch
us
Davidians.
full circle. Cult. Good thinking. I need to get property before we get this started.
I've got a guy in Gilbert.
Waco, Waco.
Waco.
Actually,
Waco.
that's a dope ass nickname because it works in two ways. The people that know you would be like, whatever, and then other people would be like, you probably have it on the back of shirts and stuff. They'll be like, are you from Waco? That's cool.
I'll be like, it's Waco.
It's Waco, bro.
Why
and they'll be
Waco?
like, yeah, why Waco?
Well, because I was at this gathering with
Juggalos.
some no, I was
need to go to that.
I was at this gathering with some professional football players.
Cool.
And
Like top tier, mid tier, low tier.
well, they were on the Chiefs and they just won a Super Bowl.
Top tier. We'll call that top tier out of the millions of
So
football
it's
players.
actually like this time last year. So I've only been Waco for about a year. But I was at this gathering with these football players. It was like 4 of them and three of us girls. And we were in this mansion in
Tight.
Paradise Valley overlooking the city.
PV.
Like, we had the best time. Probably one of the best nights of my life. We had so much fun. And so I was walking around and I was trying to give everybody nicknames. And the reason why is because one of the guy, like 2 of the guys' names had names that rhymed with Waco.
Oh, cool.
But like those were their
Joe
their
Flacco.
government names.
Flacco. I'm just trying to think of famous
something
people.
of it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to say their names, but whatever it was. Okay.
Michael Vick. Oh shit!
That's my veneer. Oh my gosh! I hope I knocked my tooth out.
I just hit Payton. No, I'm just kidding. She bumped the microphone. Is that your first time hitting the microphone with your teeth?
That is the first time hitting
Get
the
ready.
microphone with my teeth.
It's not the last time.
I've done it already.
But
Really?
Yeah.
that sucks. But yeah, so I just wanted everybody to have a nickname, and I was giving everybody nicknames like Mako or Taco or Loco, and I was Wako
You were at the end of the alphabet.
Yeah, that's what it's.
Well, there was already somebody with my first initial with a P. There was a Paco already.
Oh, that's Suzette.
So
Yeah.
It wouldn't work.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I was Wako, and I just decided for myself that I'm Wako when I drink and go out and have a good time.
So,
Oh, I smell an idea.
give it to me. I have an idea too for Payton.
Waco and Paco.
That's not bad.
Suzette's alter ego is Paco.
Is it really?
Yeah, I swear to God.
Oh my gosh, we could Wako and Paco. That's perfect.
If you want to see an
I love
example,
it.
she made a bunch of videos on her Instagram that are awesome for like law firms and stuff. But I made a music video with her, and she played Paco as a cartel leader, like a head of a cartel, and she killed
awesome.
me in the music video.
Did she?
And it's like, but she wore a little
So
suit.
she was a queen pin.
Yeah.
I love
So I
it.
think like I could see you two. I could see Paco and Wako doing some collab. Have you ever done steroids?
No, I thought you were going to ask me something else.
No, I just want to see what your answer
I
was.
haven't done steroids.
I want to do steroids so bad. I want to get on the juice.
I mean, I've gotten steroids put in my back before.
yeah, that's what I mean, but not like you didn't.
No,
take,
I
like,
haven't done steroids.
Now that you're out of, because are you still playing?
No,
okay,
I'm out of eligibility, but
Okay.
I graduated in May.
that's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you could start performance enhancing drugs if you wanted to.
I could.
If you have performance enhancing
better time
drugs,
than the present.
that's right.
You could just DM me if you want to.
I feel like if we all did a cycle of anabolic steroids, next week's episode would be way different. We'd all be like,
I don't know if that's good for this show.
I mean, we're all so on edge, super angry, screaming at each other.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
wait, are
typical
we
Tuesday.
all
Yeah.
taking anabolic steroids?
I think we might. There's something going on.
That is funny.
So did we talk about Jason Sudeikis yet?
No,
Yeah.
I just want to.
you can cross that off your list.
Oh, okay. Take this one off. Matthew Modine.
Hey, so what should we do for the reviews, the iTunes reviews this week?
Ooh.
Because we need to. So what we've been doing is so people will leave reviews on iTunes because we want more reviews, more ratings. We're posing a question. A couple weeks ago, it was, do you like Miracle Whip or mayonnaise?
Yeah.
And what's your answer to
Oh,
that?
yeah. This will depend.
I prefer mayonnaise.
Okay. But you like Miracle Whip?
No.
I don't.
It's too sweet. That's sweet. Miracle Whip's sweet, right?
We
Yeah.
almost had it.
Almost.
I shouldn't have asked the question.
Your probationary period is over.
I'll eat it. No, I'll eat it if that's the last thing that I have to eat, but I'm picking mayonnaise.
Yeah, it's fair.
It's a divider of people. We were talking about BLTs, and I think you wanted mayonnaise, right?
No, I like Miracle Whip.
Okay,
I'm
Miracle Whip on a
whip.
BLT. I think
Okay.
it's the way to go.
I'm a whip
but-
boy.
Well, I only eat bacon sandwiches because I don't like tomatoes, so I just eat white bread
I get that.
and mayonnaise and bacon.
You know, but white bread,
That works.
there's something about
And it's so good.
the white bread, crispy bacon, mayonnaise smushed together.
Yeah.
It's not appetizing, but
We
when you
can't
have
do
it.
we can't do any more. We've done like 19 podcasts on BLTs and mayonnaise.
Before you got here, I want to say like the 2 weeks before you got here, we
did it afterwards. We talked about it on the air, like
multiple times on the air. Then we did like an hour on the podcast.
the fact that we're not sponsored by Miracle Whip right now
It's a
is
problem.
insanity.
I was gonna say, what's your alter ego? If you have a cool nickname, or if you go by because Payton, Wako, like what's
mine?
No, I mean like what we could ask for reviews.
Oh yeah.
Tell
Absolutely.
us your bad nickname.
Okay, I like it.
Or text it at 910-557-2871. Actually, I got a text. Somebody said, "Is this number still active?" And I used this number for how to become a terrible person. And this message came in on Tuesday. It said, "Is this number still active for the JJR BTS podcast? Name Ray from Albuquerque."
Okay.
We've talked to Ray before in
sure.
the past. And his telephone number is 505. No, I'm just kidding. No, and I said, "Yeah, brother, it is. How's ABQ?" And he said, can you tell Johnjay to tell Rich, since Rich is into UFOs, every time Rich looks up and sees UFOs, it's actually his nipples flying around. So,
I mean,
a quality text, send it to 910-557-2871.
a bit that came out of nowhere.
How did that even get started?
I have no idea.
Johnjay said, was that last week? That must have been.
That was a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
So
he started talking about Rich's pepperoni nipples.
yeah, here's how
Rich has pepperoni nipples?
No,
he
but here's how
doesn't.
things start. So a listener accidentally called me Gary 3 weeks ago, a month ago.
I did hear the Gary.
So every time somebody texts me, they're like, "Hey, Gary, what's up?" Or they'll answer the phone, but Gary.
That's funny.
They got said once.
Okay.
Rich's nipple thing got said one time, and it now is
It's stuck.
It's people's obsession. But what's the end game there?
For the nipple thing?
Yeah.
I think we're just going to have to see them.
We got to see those nips, Rich.
We got to see those nippies.
Rich, let's see them nips.
Monday morning.
Grant and Joey get fired due to sexually harassing Rich Barra. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about? Or?
No, I think I'm okay. I'm tired. It's been a long week. I'm ready for the weekend. So is Payton. Payton's got to get to Vegas.
Yeah.
Hang out with Patty at One Oak.
Ooh, One Oak.
At One
Yeah,
Oak.
she got you guys a table, so
Oh, I can't wait. Bottle service?
of course.
Yes.
She
What do you
does-
drink?
She
What do
can't
you-
drink though.
I
so.
drink tequila.
You're a tequila person. What kind of tequila?
Um,
Isn't there like white,
I drink
like
Patron.
the lighter tequila, and then there's darker tequilas?
yeah, I'll drink either. Like if I'm drinking Don Julio,
Is that the 1440? That
the 1942.
19.
Yeah, that's a little out of my price range, but I'll drink it if it's there.
You like
fair.
mezcal?
Huh?
Mezcal?
I don't think I've ever had it.
That's an Arizona one, isn't it?
No, mezcal is just a tequila, but it's smoky.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I might be into
It's like
that.
a big thing right now.
Oh, I might be
Try
into
to find
that.
some mezcal this weekend.
Wait, so is
Okay.
mezcal a brand or a type of
It's a
tequila?
type.
Oh, okay.
It's a type of tequila.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I like yeah, if I'm going Don Julio, I'll get like a darker color. Like not a darker color. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
And then but like I normally drink
Got
That's
construction
terrible.
going on.
but if I'm going to the bar and I like order a shot, I'm asking for a double shot of Patron.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you get a shot and then like sip on that shot?
You should see me try to take a shot. I can't do it.
Do you
I can't do it.
But
swallow the shot? Is that the hard part, or is it the smell, or what the?
I don't know what it is. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't stomach it, and I sip. I do sip,
Okay.
and it's not that I gag, but it's like I take 3 or 4 drinks to finish a shot.
Fair. Well, that's it's still getting where it's going to go.
Yeah.
It's just going to meet its friends later. you
Yeah.
know? That's
I take my time on my shots.
Okay.
man. I always fancied myself as one of those guys who could just pick up a bottle, just take a drink out of it. I always
Yeah.
thought that was so cool, even though I hated it.
That's
But
terrible.
I do it all the time in front of people. I just take a swig out of a bottle of vodka,
Yeah.
and then act like it didn't bother me.
And
and I,
yeah, that's never
That's
good.
sick.
yeah,
I'm gonna do that when I get home.
I'm gonna get recklessly high today.
Okay.
You drinking today?
I don't see why not.
Peyton's drinking today.
I'm drinking.
Peyton's drunk right now.
I wish.
That's why she hit her teeth.
That's right.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna.
wish.
She knocked a veneer out.
I think I'm.
See her right
I
now.
think I'm gonna go. I'm shooting for the fences. I'm going all star today.
I want you to send a selfie of you at 5:00.
I could send you probably one at noon. that would be of the caliber you're looking for.
Yeah. I just want a completely wrecked Grant.
My phone the other day
I
opened
think
up.
I want a completely wrecked Grant selfie too.
I was going to take a picture of my cat who was when
Awesome.
I go to the bathroom, when
Mm-hmm.
I sit down to use the restroom, which is more than just pooping.
Okay.
She'll come in and she'll just stare at me, and I was going to take a picture of it because I was stoned. And I was like, "This is so cute."
Right.
And I opened up my camera, and it opened up on my face.
oh, I hate that.
Ruined my afternoon. I was just like, "Nope."
That's the worst.
Yeah, it's just like cross-eyed, bloodshot eyes
That's the worst.
on the toilet, and I'm like, "Yeah." If the NSA is watching this feed right now, wow, this is great.
They probably would jump scared.
910-557-2871. Check out all the Johnjay and Rich podcasts. That's Afterwards, On Demand, People of the Pandemic, My Funeral Home Stories, How to Become a Terrible Person, all the stuff, Raw Talks. Is that all of them?
Peyton's Place.
Payton's Place.
Follow me on Instagram.
Yeah. What is your handle?
My Instagram handle is Payton Whitmore. PaytonWhitmore.
Say it one more time.
Payton Whitmore. PaytonW.
Good. I like that.
HITMORE.
Whoa! Look at this.
There's this. So the worlds have collided behind us.
Wow.
Tim Allen and Richard Karn.
Richard Karn. We've been trying to get this guy on the JGR BTS
Do you know who that
podcast.
guy is?
I don't know who that guy is.
Did you ever watch Home Improvement?
It's a 90s show.
Yeah.
I did watch Home Improvement. Hey, that's
Is that
Santa Claus.
Is that
though,
J.K.
isn't he?
Simmons?
Yeah, that is.
That's J.K.
No,
Simmons
it's
and
not.
Sofia Vergara. That's not who they are.
All right.
910-557-2871. Shoot us a text. Shoot us a message. And let us know what you want. Do you like Payton? Do you not like Payton? No, I don't
Yeah,
care.
let me know if you
we
like me.
Yeah, we like Payton. We've heard nothing negative about Payton.
I'm
yet.
okay.
I love Payton.
Yeah.
Payton's been a big help so far.
You are a winner, Payton.
Well,
You're a winner.
thanks.
Yeah. All right.
All right, thanks, guys.
.com. How long was that?